Good morning and welcome to the fifth quarter AZ. My name is Danny Neal and I'm your co-host for this morning. Nice, warm, sunny morning in Flagstaff, Arizona, but it's going to get warmer, so get ready for your day. And one way we get warm around here, the way things pick up around here, is we introduce my co-host. This guy is my partner. He's my boss at Flag High. He's my boss at the rec center. He around here just always causing problems for me, but he's my guy, the man known all over Northern Arizona simply as the coach, Mr. Tyrone Johnson. Good morning, Coach. How you doing, man?
Coach, I'm doing good, man. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful.
It sounds like it, man. You seem pretty chipper this morning.
I am, man. I've been up since like about 7:30. And now I got up really early this morning, man, and it's hot, man. I was outside and it's getting warm already. I know tomorrow, me and both of us are doing an APS softball tournament. The only time we umpire a softball tournament is when it's gonna be 93 degrees, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I just don't know.
Hey, we wouldn't have it any other way though, you know what I mean?
I would
get on out here and do it up.
I would. Give me some cloud cover or something. I gotta have something, man. It's gonna be hot.
Man, you got your big old brim that you be having and whatnot. You're gonna be good.
I left it in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Remember, I gave it to my dad. He had it all, man.
Okay.
But I'm gonna find something today, man.
Well, you're gonna struggle.
Don't scare me like that. But anyway, man, we ain't gonna spend too much time talking because we got such great guests today. But we want to make sure that everybody, please, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button, subscribe. We can go live comments. If you want to make a comment about one of our guests today, please do. We'll get it on there. And we're just excited about today. But Coach, your week okay? You doing all right?
My week has been all right, man. You know what I mean? Just look. You deal with city issues, you deal with hoop stuff, and so you just keep going. Now we're trying to get ready to go to Cali next week, and then we got our tournament coming up, man. So I sit up with all this stuff on my shoulders that I got to do, and you just sit there smiling and grinning and just pleasing everybody. So,
hey man, I do my part. Man.
You definitely do your part when it's time. So if I get my part done, I can pass it on to you.
That's all right. Because when you quit, I quit. So it don't make no difference to me. It don't make no difference to me. But anyway, man, we want to keep moving on, but I still want to remind everybody about the Flagstaff Sports Foundation's Hall of Fame banquet, August 4th. We got some great inductees. One of the inductees will be on the show here in a few weeks. That's a young lady who's been around town here, Katie Blanket Schneider. This lady was brought up here in Flagstaff. She was actually a 3-time Olympic trial qualifier, international marathon champion 5 times, bowled in the national team. She's done a lot of stuff along with a young man, Aaron Fox, and a few more. So, we're inducting a lot of good people, the 73, 74, 74, 75, Coconino High School state football teams that will be inducted. So it's just nice today to have some young people on who are following those steps in those footsteps, and one day will be inducted into the Flagstaff Sports Foundation Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I thought that was just a great segue. We got so many guests, man. I don't want to spend all this time talking to you, y'all. I talk to you all day.
Yeah, man. I'd rather talk to these people, man, because you're just gonna talk a bunch of foolishness anyway. So let's get it on.
Look at it, man. And so, this is the first for us. This is the first time we've had this many guests at one time, and it's an honor for us to have these guests. And this is what we want to do anyway. All 4 of our guests today have signed college scholarships to go somewhere and play. We may not know where they all are today, but we know that they're going and go to the next level and continue their education, number one, and then their sports dreams as they move forward. So today, first, the only gentleman on the panel today is Memphis James from Coconino High School, boys basketball team, young man who I had a chance to watch play for a long time. And, just enjoyed, he played with my cousin Ivory. So I've been watching them for a long time and just celebrating all their successes, agonizing when they beat us at Flag High. But Memphis, welcome. We also have a young lady, KEIRA Richardson, Did I say that right? Robertson. From Flagstaff High School soccer. I'm sorry, I told you I was old. Okay, and we all know that soccer at Flagstaff High School is a tradition like none other, and she helped continue that and keep and moves forward just like a number of her other teammates, ex-teammates, and future teammates will be doing. Then we have IZZY POZAR, who is from the Coconino High School volleyball team, and we know how well they've been doing. We've seen the battles them Flag IL, and it's just great. And just happy welcome. Thank you. And last, the young lady that I met back about 4 years ago during COVID, I was doing little dribbling drills out in Cheshire just for some kids to come out there and have something to do. The Sage Brigade showed up. And ever since then, she's just been that girl. So want to welcome everybody who will be on the show, and congratulations on moving on to the next level. So I want to thank all you guys.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Everybody, you guys, you can talk.
Chime in. We just missed the talk.
Sage, how you doing this morning, girl?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I saw you yawning a couple times, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, just a few times.
That's all right. Hey, it's tough being an adult just like that. That's good. Yeah. Izzy, how's your summer going?
It's been good.
Good. Working, taking care of stuff, or just training?
Oh, I've been playing softball all summer, so pretty much, yeah.
Oh, well, KEIRA, you doing well?
Yeah, very well.
Good. All right. In Memphis, we know you probably got a basketball in your hand while you sitting there. So, how you doing, man? You mute up. You must be muted. Yeah. No, can't hear you yet.
Still can't hear you.
If that was me, Coach would say it was operator error. He'd swear it's my fault.
It would be if it was you. Memphis is technical,
so,
you know what I mean?
While Memphis is getting that straight, ladies, so you know, but tell us, we always tell people about how 4 years go by so quickly. So let's start with KEIRA, and how was the 4 years? How fast did it go by? You know, what was your 4-year career like?
It was very, very fast. I entered my freshman year thinking, oh, I have so much time, and now like my high school career is over with in a matter of like, felt like seconds. But yeah, just like having soccer really helped. I don't know. It made it go a lot faster, it felt like, but like, I don't know. It was a split second, so.
And all you guys please chime in, because you guys have had the same experiences, different sports, different schools, but it's high school. It's all the same. It's all the same. So, and Sage, once again, I've had a chance to watch you grow from 8th grade all the way up. How's it been for you? Because it's been very quick for me.
Well, I don't know. It was really slow for me, only because of like the whole COVID freshman year. So it just kind of seemed like it was really slow for me. But yeah.
And what about you, Izzy?
I feel like it went by really quick. Like even on like the softball team, we would say like whenever season started, it felt like the school year was already over. So it definitely sped it up a lot.
Absolutely.
Memphis,
give it a try. Let's see if we got you back.
Is it not working?
Yeah, you good.
All right, we got you now. You there?
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
That's all right, man.
But yeah, this whole summer I've been just hooping, you know, as usual, you know, just training and playing for you know, club one more time, you know, so just getting ready for college.
Yeah. How was your 4 years? Did it seem to fly by, or did it drag on, kind of like in Sage's experience?
It's kind of, you know, both at the same time, you know, like it drags on at some points, but then some points you realize you're like, dang, like it just went by like that quickly. So
yeah,
kind of both.
What were the emotions for all of you when you knew it was over? Obviously with Sage, it was a little different when she ended with the state championship. But even that, you realize my high school career is over. Well, what was that feeling? And this is a question for all of you. Just chime in. For us as coaches, we have next year. You know, how was it for you guys?
I'll go. It just kind of felt like a finishing statement to like my high school career, and knowing that I will be moving on to college and playing the next level. So it's kind of like a building block to keep going in my soccer career.
I agree with her. It was like a bittersweet ending, like knowing that like you have the next level to build onto, but it sucks like knowing that you're never gonna play with some of the girls you've played with since you were growing up.
Memphis.
It was a lot of emotions, you know, especially like if it like ends kind of how like you didn't want it to end, you know, it can be like bittersweet, you know, like you wish you had like another year just to like try again, but it's also like, you know, part of like your next step in life. And again, like they said, it is bittersweet, but yeah, it's a lot of emotions, but you know, that's what comes, you know.
Sage.
Well, it's bad to say enough that I ended my season great, only because we won state championship. So there wasn't any like bittersweet feeling. I don't know, like it was always a goal. I feel like that's everyone here's their goal at the end of the year, and is to get at least a ring or something. But I felt like my emotions were really great. I wasn't sad about me knowing that a chapter just closed. I was more excited because not only did I learn from my past experience, but I get to move on to college. So yeah.
And
Look, Sage was probably happy because, hey, I ain't got to be coached by Coach Johnson no more. I ain't got to deal with that guy no more.
but the thing is, and I think one of you said it even more so, and I know even in Memphis's case, your teammates, you build such a bond with your teammates. So I think that might be one of the biggest things. Like I believe Izzy said that I won't play with these girls anymore. These are my friends, you know. I gotta, so how is that? How are your friends accepting it as you move forward? Or as Coach Johnson told a couple of girls, you need to find some new friends. So how is that? Just I won't say socially, but as a team, you're a family, and especially going through, like I said, I know in Memphis' case how tight you guys are, and I'm sure it's the same with you three ladies. And now that same group will never play again. Y'all still continue to be friends, but to know that part is ended.
I think it's just like the fact that you build those like such tight bonds. Like most of my soccer team, we've been playing together since like academy, since we were 8 or 9, and it's just like having that like happiness for those other girls that are going on to play, and you're just so proud of them too. And then like for myself, I'm still going to be continuing to play with some of the girls on my team during the next level at Adams State. And being able to play against them in the same conference will also be a different aspect. But it's definitely like, again, bittersweet. But you're just so proud of each and every one of them for accomplishing what they have gotten to.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the same boat where it's like me and some of the girls I've played with, we've played since we were like 8, 9. And it's like, you know, they're going to be able to go on and play at the next level and they're like proud of you. So it's always like that family feeling where it's like, it's for the better, but it's still like sad just knowing that you'll never like turn and look at your catcher who you've played with for your entire life.
Right. That's Flagstaff. That's crazy. So Memphis.
You know, like with basketball, it's like it's a little it's kind of crazy, when I like really think about it, you know, like how everyone's going on like a different path, you know, like of course me and Ivory are gonna go play college, and like some people on the team like are like Mormons, so they're going on a mission, you know, and then some other people are like gonna do other sports in college, and then there's some people on the team who are never gonna pick up a basketball again. It's just we're all very supportive of each other, you know, and you know it's really sad that that team won't be together again. You know, you always think of like all the what ifs and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you know, we're all brothers and we all support each other. And it's just crazy to think about all the different like life paths and like we're going on. But I always love those guys. So
There you go. Sage?
I kind of spaced out on what we're talking about.
That's Sage.
I was just like hearing other people, so I'm like,
Yeah, right. No, we're just talking about the camaraderie you have, whether it's one person, 2 people, 10 people on the team, that now you won't be able to play with him again. That's still your friend, still your partner, but not your teammate anymore.
yeah.
How's that feel?
Well, I mainly this year ended up bonding a lot with the younger girls who just came up from JV. And so I didn't actually have that whole 4-year experience with them. It was just more of like less than a few months where I got to experience like some really good friendships. And now just still having those friends with me and like we talk here and there. It's just kind of different because most people grow up with a lot of their teammates since the first year they started. But being a freshman and making varsity, I wasn't able to make close bonds because if it were bonds, then it was with girls who were seniors who were graduating that year. Same with sophomore year and junior year. So I feel like all of my friendships that I had made on the team were all like a year. Yeah. A year, or who are younger, came up, or who left already.
That's the price you pay when you play varsity as a freshman. That's a
I
good
know,
problem.
like nowadays too, though, it's different. Say when I came up and I played, and then once I went to college, you know, and I separated from my high school teammates, it was just a whole new world in the sense that we didn't have social media. So it wasn't a way to really stay connected. If you want to stay connected, you was like writing letters and whatnot, or, you know, got an expensive phone bill. So you guys have the luxury of being able to stay connected as much as you want nowadays through social media and whatnot. So I think that's real cool. Can you go ahead and look, tell us what was your most memorable moment in high school, any year? Just your most memorable sports moment. Let's start with you, Izzy.
I think probably the most memorable was just like as a team, like when we realized that we won region for the 2nd year in a row, and we were playing against the rival school. And it was like the past 2 years we were undefeated at home, and I think that was like a cool feeling, and it really brought the team together because we all like celebrated it together.
You said rival school. It's okay to say flag, huh? We know you, and we're proud of you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Sage, what about you?
So mine is kind of, I guess, last year during state. Yeah, we lost, but I just felt like as a whole team, like all of us finally knew how it feels to actually go so close to something we've all wanted, and it just like it's not there anymore because we lost. And I just felt like that was my most memorable, only because that's when every single one of us were like, hey, like we need to do a lot better once it comes to season practices. And by that, it just kind of showed how much our bond as each of us players ended up getting. Like we started to get to know each other a lot more. We started to do things outside of high school. So that was my memorable moment.
Nice. Memphis.
I have 2. One from this year was the first round of the playoffs, which was the playing game. And that was just, I felt like you know, I've played with Ivory, you know, for ever since I got to flag, because I moved here from Prescott, going into like during COVID, going into my sophomore year. And, you know, we've played together like year round for the past like 3 years. So, and he's always been like, you know, my go-to guy. You know, we've always, you know, we've had like a special bond, I feel like. And, you know, I feel like that first round of the playoff game, you know, that's like that like us like playing like that chemistry we developed over those 3 years, like it just really like I feel like showed in that game. You know, like we both scored a lot. You know, I feel like I think coach told us we like combined for like 58 of our 69 points. Like I feel like we really like that was like my go-to guy. We really like showed up that game, you know, in a big way for our last home game. So that was really special to me. And also like my junior year when we played Flag High at Flag High for the region title, I feel like that was probably the most exciting game I've been in. I didn't score a lot, but it was just a cool atmosphere to be in. You know, that was like the most people I feel like has ever watched me play basketball. And even though I came off the bench and it didn't score that many points, you know, of course I was still excited. You know, it was like everything that happened up until that point, like like being on a team, like and like from an outside point of view, you wouldn't really know, but like being on the team, you know, seeing like all like the little like stuff that had to happen for that to happen, it just and the fact that we came out on top, you know, it felt good, you know, felt good. It was a special moment. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And KEIRA, what about you?
Yeah, I think it happened. My most memorable moment was definitely my freshman year when we went through our whole state run through PKs and extra time, and having the youngest team with 9 freshmen and winning a state championship. And that was just, it was just so cool just to see what we could do. So that was very cool moments. And as a freshman and having so many. So yeah.
And it's interesting how some of your special moments were successes, some of your special moments were failures. But they were special and they played a part in your life. They helped you continue on. So that's interesting and it's life. So that's good. So I'm gonna ask another question. Because that's my job here. What is your legacy? What legacy did each one of you leave at your high school? Sage.
Great question. I don't know.
Show your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Championship game. We won state. That's my legacy.
That truly is, because we for basketball, it's been over 30 years. It was 31 years until, you know, another state championship was brought to the city. And so, you know, when you look at it, senior-led team, senior leader, that's truly, in my opinion, the mark you've left on the program in the city. And so that's not a bad legacy to leave.
It's not. And I think that was y'all goal. That was when Coach asked you, what's the legacy you want to leave? You said, we want to leave a ring, and you did that. So KEIRA, what legacy did you leave at Co-Community? When your teammates talk about you 10 years from now and they say, how was she as a teammate, as a player, what are they going to say?
KEIRA, let me stop you real quick.
Yeah.
She's Flag High, man. Don't do that no more.
Well, okay, well, I mean Flag High. Flag
Go
High.
ahead, KEIRA.
Yeah, Flag High. Thank you. I know she was looking at me crazy. But yes, thank you, Coach. I'd make one mistake. You knew that.
Yeah, I think just being like a leader and showing that no matter how you the work you put in will show out on the field. Like my work, I didn't start as much my sophomore, freshman year. I put that work in and I started my junior, senior year, making first team, second team, just leaving and being a leader for the younger girls and showing that you guys can work hard and accomplish big goals, and just being that leader and just showing up for them. So yeah.
Izzy.
I would say being like a good teammate and like taking the initiative of like if something's not going to get done, just put your head down and go and do it. And that way it's like you're showing yourself like that you can be a leader and like leading the leadership roles for the other younger girls. Since I was a freshman on varsity and then sophomore year I ended up being a captain. So it's like showing like how to be a leader no matter like whether you're the youngest on the team or the oldest.
Hey, Memphis.
Kind of going on what KEIRA said, like just like the work you put in will like it will show, you know, no matter like I'm not the tallest guy, I'm not definitely not the most athletic guy, but like if you put in the work, like it will show in some way or some form. And like just trusting the process, you know, like I just want to the legacy I leave, you know, like as much as I wish we had a better season, so you know, like Sage and like win a championship, so like because that's gonna be way more remembered. But I hopefully, you know, in 10 years, like my team is remember me as like just a guy who trusted the process, you know, like I came into my sophomore year like at the end of the bench, you know, I didn't really get in that much, you know, and I just kept trusting the process, kept working, you know, throughout my years. And I was able to be like, you know, a decent player my senior year. So it's just, you know, you just got to, you know, bide your time and just trust the process that it's all going to work out in the end. Just trust your work, you know.
Yep, good stuff. And going off of that, in terms of you guys talking about the work and trusting the process, what are you doing right now to prepare for the next level? I mean, had your coaches sent you like summer workouts, like lifting workouts, conditioning programs, or did anybody have to report to campus to do summer workouts this year? Memphis, we'll start with you.
Mostly for me, my preparation, you know, I've been lifting consistently like every week. I've been still playing, you know, club ball because I'm playing native club ball right now, you know, for the tournament Nabi that's coming up next week. You know, it's a big thing in my culture. So that's what I'm like really, you know, kind of focusing on right now, trying to get that Nabi title. So I've been just, you know, just working, you know, getting my basketball workouts, lifting workouts during the week, and doing basketball tournaments on the weekend. And that's what I'm doing for my preparation, you know. And I leave in like a month for where I'm going to go play in college. So right when I get there, you know, coaches already have stuff for us preseason. So.
Okay, good stuff. KEIRA.
Yeah, so we have a summer workout and lifting workout. So I'll be training 2 to 3 times a day. And I just finished up a WPSL season down in Tucson. That really helped me to play games and get some good training in. But it's a lot of conditioning, a lot of training, a lot of lifting. So, and then I report in about a month as well.
So a WPSL league, is that Women Pro
Yes.
Soccer League or?
Well, Women's Premier Soccer League.
Premier.
So
I'm like, hey,
yeah.
you doing something big time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you got her signed, drafted, and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Sage, what about you?
So I don't leave until like another like month, but each week we are given workouts to do by our coaches, as well as every other day we're given like some more workouts to do that day as well. So yeah.
Like individual, like skill workouts or lifting workouts, both?
Both. So we have a lot of conditioning, weightlifting, and skill workouts that we are given each week, or sometimes we're given new things every other day to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Izzy?
So our coach gave us all like summer workouts to follow, and then all of the freshmen are still playing with their travel ball team. So like I'll go to practice like twice a week and just take like reps hitting, taking ground balls, and every now and then we'll play like on a weekend, or like we'll just go down and scrimmage a team to get like the live reps and everything. So it's like a bunch of like working out and then still skill prep because we don't go back until late August.
Okay.
So, and you don't have to say where you're going, but how was the recruiting process for you guys? You know, a lot of people say it's a nightmare. How was it for you guys? Or Memphis?
For me, I feel like basketball is one of the hardest sports to get recruited in, like just because like the roster size is a lot smaller than other sports. So for me it was kind of hard, like I'm an undersized, like, not the most athletic like guard, and at the college level I'll probably be like a point guard or undersized too. So, and there's a lot of those. So it was hard. So, but it worked out in the end. But yeah, it was a hard recruiting process. I had a lot of options, and then, honestly, like I'll admit, like I did not like do my part in keeping up with those coaches. So I did lose like some good opportunities. So I kind of like after the season, like I kind of had to like redo kind of the process a little and like kind of really get hard at it and like not, make sure, I have a home, next year
Right.
for basketball. So I had to, that's what I had to really go through, but it ended up working out. So.
Yeah. You go. Okay, KEIRA.
It definitely was long and tedious. And just being consistent with it was really hard, and just keeping in contact with different coaches and keeping them updated on your schedule and just telling them where you'll be, like at tournaments, showcases, stuff like that. And it's just a lot of consistency, I think, was the main key for being like through my recruiting process.
Okay, IZZY. You okay? All right. Yes.
So it definitely was like a lot of work, and like it has to be like a lot of effort, and you have to be willing to do it. And definitely like it was always like thinking like it was a lot of stress while playing as well, because you're like trying to perform to be able to like text back to the coach and be like, hey, I had a good game, like this. But I feel like my probably least favorite part was definitely going on all the visits, because I feel like you would go to a school and like you kind of knew right away whether you were going to be interested or not.
Right.
And like sticking through and going through a visit that you knew you definitely weren't going to enjoy the school after you like stepped on campus was like the hardest part, but it definitely was worth it in the end.
Got it. Sage.
Well, I started my recruitment process as a sophomore because I did club that time, and I didn't know anything about it. And so what really helped a lot was the club team that I was for paid for some some recruiting apps for all of us, to where like all we just had to do is upload videos of ourselves. And that's how I was able to get offers. And just like everyone else said, it was kind of hard to keep up with them, updating them on how you did when you play, where you're gonna play next. But I could say I'm giving more of the props to my mom because
I think I
she always reminded me each week, like, hey, like, don't forget you need to text this coach. Don't forget you need to text this other coach. Hey, don't forget you need to email this coach. And just like a bunch of alerts saying, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. So yeah. So in my opinion, it was kind of easier only because I had more help than other people. My mom helped, my club coaches helped, and the sponsors really helped as well.
Yeah, and I think in everybody's case, his parents had to be there for you to get this far. So you got to give all of them their props. That's a big thing. Well, it's been great. I want to say congratulations to all you guys. But before we go, we're at the part of the show where we ask you guys to maybe give something back to the younger people who follow in your footsteps with a little bit of motivation, with a little bit of advice. And it comes from a question from Coach Johnson, and it's known as our Coach Johnson's Golden Nugget question of the day. What you got for him, Coach?
All right, panel, let's go. So, looking back over your high school career, is there one thing, or is there anything you would do differently that you would tell your teammates in which they could benefit from? Izzy, let's start with you.
You okay?
I would say probably just like being okay with not winning. Like sophomore year was a rough year for Coco softball, and I think that genuinely made us better the next 2 years. So be okay with failing.
Nice. Sage.
Can you come back to me?
Memphis.
Kind of going on what Izzy said, like I feel like we put too much expectations on us, and like we didn't really look at the glass half full. Like we lost like I think our second game, and it was like such a huge defeat to us. But like we didn't like really like look on like we have so many other games, and so many opportunities, and like I just feel like we took like losses way too harder than it should have been. Like of course like losses you don't want that at all. Like that's like but like then again like you have to like know that that comes with the game. It's like really hard to have an undefeated season. Like even the best team in the state didn't have an undefeated season.
Right.
So it's just like don't take those losses too hard, and just like and don't and just like just don't take those losses too hard, and just keep working at it.
Good stuff. Sage.
Mine's could really be learn from your mistakes, only because like each team has their losses, but I feel like one of our biggest loss that we have ever had was being in the championship game and losing that. In my opinion, as going through the feelings when we lost, I just changed my complete mindset. No matter how hurtful it was to look back at our game and rewatch it, and at that time, I just grabbed my computer, rewatched what I could have done, what I should have done, what I need to improve a lot more. And I saw all of my mistakes I had ended up making, and I learned from them. And once it came to being in that situation again of being in a championship game, I knew what I needed to do. I knew this is my last chance. And at the end of the game, I can't be like, oh, I should have done this. I could have done this. Like we all should have done this. I just felt like everything needed to be on the floor because I didn't want to feel the same way as I did last year during championship game.
Yeah. Good stuff. Nice.
And then that was worth waiting for.
Kind of going off of Sage, but just to make it count, giving 110% every time you step on that field, because you never know when it's going to be your last, and just living every moment to the fullest and just giving it your heart because your teammates are, and just your family, and just giving it all for your team, and making it count.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Well spoken by everybody.
Yes, indeed. And so I personally, want to thank you guys again for coming on. I think this group, you four, are a lot more special than a lot of people, because you've had to go through the COVID for 4 years. You've had to be resilient, and you all four have had to be leaders through all that for your teams to get where they wanted to go. So kudos to you four, because you've had to go through something nobody else has, and to be leaders doing it. So this is obviously a very special group. So thank you. So appreciate you guys. We want to keep up with you. If there's anything going on as you move forward and you want to get on this show, you want to tell us anything, keep us posted. So on this show, we can keep everybody else posted on how well you guys are doing, your successes. Because this is what we want to do, is celebrate the youth. And you guys aren't youth anymore. You're adults. Go get a job. But anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We definitely want to continue to follow you, and then just be able to give people updates on how you're doing in college and whatnot. So keep us posted. And again, we definitely appreciate each one of you taking the time to speak with us this morning and be on the show.
Right. Thank you, guys. Go get your reps in. Go get your reps in. Hey, thank you, guys. Good job. Have a good day. Coach, another good show. Another really special show. Great guest. And so it was fun, man. It was fun. And just letting folks know that we have some outstanding kids in the city.
Yeah, no, we certainly do. We definitely got some outstanding kids in the city. And, you know, just these four, just being able to talk with them and then, you know, just knowing their success and, you know, the excitement for them to be able to move on to the next level. I mean, that's what it's about. If we can get around these kids as a community and support them throughout high school, and then as they move on, that's what coming from Flagstaff is about.
That's right, man. And we also know that they understand that education is number one. So let this sport get them that education and move on and be leaders. Come back and contribute to the community you were brought in, or just branch out and go big. Because these people are obviously leaders, special talents, hard workers. They wouldn't be where they were if they weren't hard workers, if they weren't getting their grades, if they weren't doing everything right. So for us to be able to highlight them, we can do that every day of the week. So that's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. What else you got?
I don't know, man. All these people following in your footsteps, man. Going to college, playing ball, doing big things, all like that. You know, ain't nobody want to go to the sawmill and work like I had to do.
Get a job. Get a job.
All right. Hey, man, you know, it's been a good day, good time. Go out there and get on that sun. I'm going to go get on the couch, chill. Take it easy. No, I'm gonna do something today, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, please do something. If it ain't nothing but cook your wife breakfast this morning, make her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I can cook that. I can cook that.
Man, I ain't got time.
I ain't got time.
You gotta go to work. I got a meeting coming up, man. Hey,
right.
With you. Look here, everybody. I hope everybody really enjoyed that and, you know, enjoy being able to see some of these student athletes as we highlight them and, you know, as they get ready to go off to college. So if you, again, enjoy what we're doing, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and spread the word. Let people know the fifth quarter is on. But other than that, look here, we hope y'all have a great day. Don't know what you're doing today, but I do know one thing. You ain't got to go home,
but you gotta leave here.